Hey, what is up guys? It is King Palasu here today, and today in my series of how to grow your Twitch stream, we're going to be talking about branding your channel. Now, branding your channel is going to be something that's going to be focused on putting together panels, the background graphics and stuff like that, and just developing the theme of your channel in general. So for example, for my channel, my name is King Palasu. My theme is going to be a little bit of a royalty theme. I've developed my colors over time, my colors being yellow or gold and purple. And I think that these are two colors that work very well together, and I'm pretty proud of my brand. I'm pretty proud of the brand I've developed. I've been developing it for like 4 years, and I think that I do a few things that are pretty good in branding. One being for my videos and stuff like that. I've been making videos for a few years now. Nothing too crazy, but just kind of like from time to time, and videos like this. And a little cute little thing I add to my branding is I put a little shield in the corner of my thumbnails every time, and there are other people who do stuff like this. I think Force Gaming was one of them, where whenever you see this shield, you know that it's a video by me. So if you see this on the side, you're like, oh, I like his videos, maybe I'll go check him out. And that's like a really cool thing for branding, that it like just alerts the viewer, hey, this is who they are. That's a YouTube focused thing. I do it on Twitch too, on Twitch uploads, but I don't think Twitch uploads are as important. We'll talk about panels real fast here. So for my panels, I got these done on Fiverr, and Fiverr is a really good website for this. If you're looking for cheap art that looks pretty professional, you can find a lot of things on Fiverr. Something I wanted to point out when you're making your panels is put all of your social media links in one place. It's really not that difficult, and it looks a lot cleaner. If your stuff is scattered all over the place and it doesn't look very clean, and that's what I'm going to emphasize here in this video. You want your brand to look really clean. You don't want it to look really cluttered and stuff like that, because then kind of like, I don't know, it kind of hurts the eyes to look at in a way. It's really easy to arrange the panels in the way that you want. Basically, there are 3 rows, or 3 columns, I guess, for these Twitch graphics, and you just move them around in the way that you want. So like for this first column, I have extensions, I have the schedule, and then I have a blank, blank, and blank. So this way I can force all my social media ones into the first column. You can kind of like drag them around if you want. I don't really want to move any of these things, because it is kind of it's a little annoying to edit, but yeah, that's basically how that's done, if you guys were wondering. So there's my panels. Like I said, I got them all done on Fiverr. Some people have more panels, some people have less. If you're sponsored like one of these higher end streamers, you'll probably have a few panels, but yeah, so that's just my example there. Twitch did remove the banner up here, so you don't really have to worry about that too much. However, you probably want an online or offline screen. So, sorry, Sir Guylington, we're going to notice you real fast. So this is my offline screen. I did have an offline that says I'm offline, but it's kind of just a placeholder for when you're not streaming. It's kind of the idea of that. And then it shows all your videos and stuff as you just saw. Let's move on to somebody who's a lot bigger than I am, Dr. Disrespect. Again, look at his panels. They look pretty clean. He has all these panels down here. His is a little bit more in depth because he has a lot of sponsors, because he is Dr. Disrespect. He has his Discord and everything, and he's got the Slick Daddy Club. That's what he's calling his gamers, the Slick Daddy Club. And that's a pretty fun name, and a lot of people latch onto that. They're part of that. We are part of the Slick Daddy community. That's what they'll tell you. That you can join it, you can subscribe right here, and that's kind of like to show like the sense of community. People can say that they're part of that community when they subscribe and stuff like that. So that's a brand right there. Dr. Disrespect is a really good example of a brand that he's built up. He wears this whole getup every time he streams, and that's just like that is his brand. When you go to Dr. Disrespect, you know what you're expecting. Imagine if he just dropped this getup for a day. It would feel weird. It would feel like that was like this isn't Dr. Disrespect, you know? I mean, he'd probably still be like more or less the same guy, but it would feel a little weird. Like let's move on to somebody else. We got Summit1G over here. He's streaming right now, so we'll try not to bother him. Again, really clean graphics. That's what I want to emphasize when I'm going to all of these things. Make it look clean. If you're really going to focus on streaming, try to look professional. This is what a lot of these tips are focused on, with like stream schedules and stuff like that, maintaining a schedule, keeping a good mentality. It's so you look professional. When you're at work, if you're walking around all sad and stuff, that doesn't look professional. When you're at work, you want it to look clean. You don't want your space to look like really messy. This is your space. This is your workspace right here. And this is what people see. So make it look clean. Another thing you can do is, if you have a webcam, focus on the background right here. This is something I really need to get into doing right now. But look at his background. This is his whole scene. That's part of his brand. And he's got a cool little background. He's got all the posters and stuff like that. Let's just kind of He's got his overlay right here. That's another thing we can comment on. That's part of his brand, his overlay and stuff like that. And he has a pretty clean overlay. Notice how Summit's overlay doesn't take up a lot of his space, and yeah, that applies to a lot of other streamers. You look at Tim the Tatman over here. His overlay is not going to cover a lot of his screen. I gotta go find one of his VODs. Hold on. Alright, I'm not the biggest Tim the Tatman watcher, but just from my experience with these larger streamers, his overlay doesn't take up very much. He's full camera right there. See him playing a game. Look at his overlay. This is all it covers right here. It's just a webcam, and that's it. It's just the webcam right here. So not necessarily like he has the top donor thing, so that is giving a little bit of a shout out. Summit has that too right there. But you don't like if you want to add those little follower and donations things. Basically, my advice is keep it clean. Make sure it looks clean. Make sure it's not covering up too much of the space. I used to have a really bad overlay, and it took up a lot of space on the screen. So yeah, just make it clean. Here's another person whose channel is branded pretty well. His name's I Play Too Much Gragas. He's one of my buddies. He's kind of adapted onto the idea of Gragas, the League of Legends character. He's in the Gragas community and stuff, and this is kind of his niche. He was a Gragas one trick. I still think that he plays a ton of Gragas based off of his name. And look, all of his panels, they're Gragas related. That's really cool. They're not like as like I don't really know. I don't want to like call them high class, but like they're not as clean as these ones. However, they got their own theme and stuff. I think that, and not to say that these panels aren't clean. I think these are pretty clean panels, and I like them a lot actually. But yeah, it sticks to a theme. This is his theme. Gragas is his theme. I forget what Summit 1D calls his squad. I guess it's the 1D squad. But yeah, those are his theme. It's the brand. That's his channel brand. That's how he's selling it. And then here's a funny one. This is my buddy Kid Counter, and he streams a lot of PUBG, professional PUBG. So if you want, check him out there. But here are his panels. They're kind of trolly right here. They possibly were made in Microsoft Paint. I haven't actually asked him. But they kind of work for his channel, to be honest, because he's a pretty trolly dude. And just with the brand that he's developed, these panels kind of like add to it. They're not the cleanest things in the world, but they definitely they work very well with his channel. If you see his overlay over here, I'll pull it up for you guys. It works very well with his channel. Let's show him in game right here. See, he's got his little like camera. It's just like it's very trolly, and it works very well for the way that his channel is based around. And it definitely grabs your attention right there. I wouldn't recommend copying that, obviously, but like figure out what works for you is the point. He works this overlay very well. He works his channel very well. I don't know if he calls his community everything. Maybe could get into that, but yeah, it's just the idea of like what is the theme of your channel and how are you gonna work that. Like I said, the theme for my channel is kind of a royalty theme, and the meme that I throw in there, the meme of themes, is I wear a Burger King crown when I stream. I'm not honestly, like, this Burger King crown has just kind of become part of me. I keep it right there. I just put it on a lot of the time. So it's out of the way of my mouth. But yeah, that's basically the point of a brand. That's the first time that you guys have seen my face in this series, so I feel a little uncomfortable. But yeah, it's just your brand, dude. What works for you? And that's basically the point of this video. So I have a few things listed here for helping develop a brand. If you're looking for graphics or anything, this is a website called Photor that I've used for a lot of different things. I've made my own graphics on here. These aren't my current graphics. I did update them, but it's a very good free source if you're looking to upgrade your graphics and stuff. If you are going to do this, I recommend looking at the panel sizes. If you look at the Twitch panel sizes, they all appear like right here. You can find them. So you want your picture to be 800 by 800 and stuff like that. This is my picture up here. Everyone has a picture, as I'm sure all of you know. The graphics aren't the most important part of a channel, but if you're really looking to grow your channel, and I think I mentioned this earlier, I just emphasize that it is something to improve. Show that you're professional. Show that you're committed to this and stuff like that. Show that your graphics show that you are a professional character. This is a free website that you can do. Not everything on the website is free. However, they do have a lot of free options. I've never paid for this website. However, I've considered it because I think that it's a very good website and I would love to support them. Fiverr is another really good website. This is where I got my graphics done. You can find you can find the overlay creator, I guess, that you think is more appropriate for your channel. There's a huge market for this on Fiverr, and you can get some pretty cheap overlays. See, this one starts at $90, and I feel like this is a little overpriced compared to the quality that a lot of other people can get theirs for. You can get this one for $10. You can get, just make sure to read what you're getting out of it. So like this one, $10. What do I get out of this? Custom complete package, no logo. So he's not going to do the logo for you, but he'll make the panels and stuff like that. So if you got a logo ready to go, he'll make it for you. But if you don't, we'll talk about Photor again real fast, and we'll show you some graphics that I've made. I made graphics for Godus Gaming. They're not, again, they're not amazing graphics, but they're pretty good. If it lets me scroll down. Okay, we'll refresh. Give her a second, we'll get there. Here we go. I made all these graphics on Photor, and they're not amazing graphics, like I've said, but they're good. I think that they function all right, and they look clean. I think the less clean looking ones would be down here, especially the YouTube one. I don't know what was up with that guy. But these top three, these are mainly Photor stuff. They're all clip art from Photor, and they look all right. So yeah, it's just kind of like stuff like that. That would be my advice. If you're looking to brand your channel, you're looking to make graphics, this is a good place to start. If you're looking to come up with your name or your channel theme, you really got to do that yourself. I can't really tell you what to base your channel around. The royalty theme works really well for me. My last name is King. That's where the King kind of comes from, and it's kind of like rolled. It's become part of my life. You know, I think it works very well for me, and I really like it. Kid Counter's got the trolley theme going on. Tim the Tatman's theme is like based around his tattoos and stuff like that. He's got the Tatman army and stuff. It's just like Gragas has got Gragas. Every streamer has their own theme, and that's basically what you want to identify as part of the community, you know? So that's basically the focus of it. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on Twitch, and I will see you guys in my next video.